It got smacked in the face with an ad. Aurus. Oh my god. He's so cool. I bet he's really, really good. Boop, boop. Whoa. So cool, guys.
Gotta test out the stuff. This is a really small map set, actually.
Classic deer and ruining the fun for everyone.
Nope. I should have put it on random to hide the illusion.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be confused with setting up the illusion.
3, 2.
So we getting into this, or are we testing out SIGs?
We're getting into it.
That's crazy. I actually forgot this game doesn't have dodges. That's on me. For some reason, I expect it to be good. How was I supposed to know it would come back? Pretty sure it's true, but okay. That's probably true. Why does that... Again, why are they like, oh yeah, he throws a net upwards, which actually gets forward and backwards too.
Glad your punch is better than my spear sig.
I wonder if they nerfed Chakram, or that's just not true, when I thought it was. That comes out faster?
Oh, my bad.
That seems really good. I've never done that before. Doesn't kill though.
I think it's crazy that you just have higher dexterity. Because I'm literally, you can see that I'm clicking everything faster.
How did that not hit me, by the way? Sometimes I really hate Chakram. Again, it's the perfect anti-air, and it reverses, and it spikes, and it kills from center stage. That's crazy. Who designed this guy?
Probably a really good offstage.
Cause see, it's like a ransom, what's it? Bow down sig, where it's like, oh yeah, it's a precise hitbox that can be really good if like used in a specific spot off stage, but then it also kills on stage, and it has a massive hitbox. I'm playing the character wrong, because I'm not just spamming it. I'm turning this to random. It's also weird, because it feels like I'm swinging around fans, not halves of a shield.
Uh-huh.
3, 2.
Feels like I'm just punching myself in the head when I'm playing it. See, why can you just dash?
Sick dodge. dodge, I guess. That is so much range. Would have saved me too.
Mm-hmm.
The SIGs just seem really strong. If I knew how to use them. So why can't I ever wake up, but you can just do whatever you want?
I tried graph canceling too, but I guess I just don't have anything.
Yummy. How did any of that work? That was actually my combo and I used the same option.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that your chalk room gets to endless and mine just snaps after one thing even on dodge read.
I thought I'd get enough distance. I actually got literally none. Okay, backdash does nothing. Oh, and it lingers, because balance. Oh, yeah, my bad. That actually sends upwards.
Why does mine not give iframes? Why is that hitting above?
It's grounded with no sound.
That was a graph canceled downlight, by the way.
Yeah, you know, totally crazy. I think that should have beat it, but...
No, like I said, I don't think you realize I just play better than you. I just get lag. And that's the thing. That's why you're able to do Chakram 6. It's just I can get reads because you just walk into attack. And then unfortunately you get to just walk out of them because of shadow hits. But... And of course I can't pick up items. Oh, I can't dodge out of that, I guess. Oh, I lost everything.
Oh.
Hey, doing pretty bad. Game's lagging. New character's kind of lame.
Okay, so that time it hits below.
I think they could be good. I just think Chakram's an awful weapon for the game. Oh.
Hits. Hits. Okay.
I think they're just really bad at designing games. See again, why do you get iframes and instant dash? What?
Ow.
That was my downsig too.
Nice.
I probably just stood still on your screen, didn't even try anything, but...
Correct.
This is my last game, then I'll do dailies. I think they're going to be busted, by the way. I think, as a Chakram legend, it's lame because Chakram will never be good because it is clunky and bad and just a FPS check. However, the spear is a really, really strong spear. Easy, things for every direction, crazy spikes, and random kill potential. So,
Yeah,
I think it'll be one of the best spear characters. But
Really,
as for
really good.
Chakram, I think it might be the worst Chakram character.
Sick team combo. One spike, by the way, which is why I didn't follow up after the first hit. That's messed up. Interesting, hits in the body. Okay, that also beats spear recovery, even though mine comes, you know, frame 1. You know, it's fine.
Oh.
A little surprised that doesn't linger long enough to catch that. I don't use that one enough. You just get to see me teleport in the center of the net when I'm nowhere close.
What's crazy is that I'm actually like timing the
Outrageous.
read really easily and well. Okay.
I just feel like the Chakram Sigs don't have any kill power. That doesn't outrange though. Free win.
Well, to be fair, if I didn't shadow hit my last attack, we could have done something. Yeah. New character sucks. Brawlhalla will never fix what's it lag, and so unfortunately, it's just everything in the entire game is an FPS check. Sorry, you
Yeah.
shadow hit, so that means you lose. That also means you have delay, which means your dodges don't work, your combos can't work. It has nothing to do with input, and it's just pure random if it decides to work or not. So, really cool. Same old, same old. They will never change the game, but don't worry, they keep adding new characters for no one who asks for them. And that's because the Brawlhalla is a terrible dev team who has no idea what they're... I mean, to be fair, there are no fans anymore. Everyone left. They just keep releasing new legends, hope for the best. I think it's a lame, cheap character design they put no effort into. Just give it random SIGs that have crazy coverage to have more power creep. Give
Why
the
am I
new
so
weapon
far
that nobody
away?
likes because they don't balance it. And yeah, they give it spear. Just what's strong. And again, instead of having like skilled SIGs that you can actually get like dodge reads on or anything, it's just massive coverage SIGs that you hope, and if you hit on occasion, just guarantees kills. So, again, no idea what they were thinking. Obviously nothing. But it's just lame. I feel like Brawlhalla has some of the absolute most forgettable characters. And that's just happened over the last few years. I feel like when Brawlhalla was at its peak, they were coming out with new characters that were interesting, had good designs, and, you know, actual interesting character concepts and everything. And then they just stopped caring. Now they're just like, every 2 months, let's release a very, very unbelievably basic character that has essentially no lore that matters, nobody wants. And then they're like, new weapons. Like, oh, chakrams could be cool. Let's completely ruin it and make it clunky and awkward. And again, if someone has a better connection, they get free kills. If someone has a bad connection, you can get one-hit strings, and that's it.
It's
So, yeah. Like I said, Brawlhalla just keeps going downhill. And just, it's boring.
awesome.
And really, I think all anyone can possibly ask for is them to fix servers. And they just don't care. I'm like top 10% of the Brawlhalla community. They don't give a gosh darn heck about my problems or my critiques about the game. And honestly, like I said, it's like that's why the competitive's so dead. The only reason people even watch Brawl is for drops, and that's only the 6-year-olds who do that. This other games are actually focusing on improving, and Brawlhalla just stays stagnant, and then anytime they do release anything, it's worthless. I don't know anyone who's ever been hyped for any of the characters in the last 2 years. Truly.
I don't see the point of this end sig personally, because it kind of seems like it doesn't have a hitbox and doesn't do damage and doesn't kill.
To be fair, I think both the NSIGs are really garbage.
Spear end sig's OP.
I just hate that you can't use the downsig ever, because people can just wake up. Like, say you spear, like, Endlight, you can't downsig. I would think that would be, like, a true combo, or, like, you know, at least a dodge can do it,
Yeah.
but no, they can just attack.
just make
So
it a
there's no
two-bad go.
point. You just, it's one of those characters, again, where it's just like, you just sit there, wake up, and mash attacks out of, and then you win. And then you just hope that when you're playing Chakram, you can do a stupid string. And then on spear and anything, you just do basic spear combos, then hit a sig, and then you miss a sig, and just try again. And then eventually you hit it, and then you get a free kill. Boring gameplay. And they just, I guess, keep wanting to release characters like, you know what I bet everyone wants? SIGs that just teleport the character around the screen and have a really random hitbox. Or just giant SIGs. Because again, they're catering to all the bad players. Why do you think so many people still only play their Mordex and Nyx and like Hattori and stuff? Because those are the only characters that require skill. Like I said, since I think like Greatsword, and even though I don't think Greatsword's a very skill-based weapon, it just gives the illusion. I think since Greatsword was added, the game's only gone downhill in terms of skill.
Why does that cover diagonal dodge?
The game's over, dude. I don't know what you're on about. Frogs beat you.
We are currently in a game.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Who needs true combos when you can instead just walk through them and weapons dive?
You guys gonna choose your legends?
Wait a second. Did Brawlhalla make an update that somehow makes spectating awful?
What do you mean? You guys both jumped off the cliff, and frogs happened to win, and now you guys just need to choose your characters. What are you guys doing? You know, I think we just need to boycott Brawlhalla until they decide to fix their game.
Cool. I attack towards him. He attacks away from me. He gets the hit.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. The made-up scenarios you're playing in your head.
Cool. Not a true combo. I forgot Chakram needs to be the worst weapon in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And I dodge his spear combo, but unfortunately he can still follow up out of it.
That was a cool 5-hit string. I didn't even know frogs knew how to do that.
Jack just end-sigged me off stage.
GG.
It's just... Again, I feel like the game has flaws, obviously. But
The game is
just
flawed.
The lag. It's like
Yeah.
Chakram isn't a weapon that has literally 0 true combos. And he can't just dodge my first hit, and then I get the dodge read, and then he dodges it after.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works, dude. I just don't see how possibly people can even, like, say with a straight face that the game doesn't, like, lag and it's cooperative at all. And that it, like, every time you use something, it isn't different from the last. Like, you have to be so unbelievably, completely delusional to just ignore the fact of, like, rollback and lag. And that's all people do. But I think it's just the copes, and the people who have good connection to games, like Bell, for example, who don't get it, can just say that they're better. And so since they're diamond or high rank and can win fights because they just don't lag, then lag can't exist for other people. They're just the better player. But I can hit someone and revert, but that's because I guess I'm lower rank. That's why I truly believe Brawlhalla is just a terrible game, and the only reason people think it's good is if they have a good connection to the game, and that's only a cope. And that's why they play Brawlhalla, is they can't win in any other game. That's why Multiverses died. They tried playing it, and they lost every game because they aren't actually good at fighting games. They just have better connection. But people thought it would be better, and then it wasn't because they couldn't get their free wins. And so they went back. Kind of like Overwatch and Rivals. People went to Rivals, and then they came back to Overwatch. And the people who didn't, we are thankful for. Kind of like Tim. Like, he's not exactly good at Overwatch, but it's fun to watch him play Overwatch, right? But he's high ranked in Rival.
Why does that even hit me? It quite literally didn't come close. That makes a lot of sense. The way he spot dodged after it hit him.
I will say, though, I think Rivals is a perfect game for what it is.
Whoop. Cool.
Weird, I thought Jared knew how to play Jockrams, but I guess it's only against me.
Yep. I also think I have yet to see any of us hit the, Chakram Sig. Oh, there it is! It's just, again, he gets to get free combos with Chakram.
Because he's better at Chakram
And
than
then
you,
Bell
Jared.
just gets to get a dodge read and then do 15 hit combos.
Because Bill's better at the game, Jared.
I win. I win. Balance Sig, by the way. It only covers the entirety of the wall with that high up, and then has Linger. And it's a reversal. So, I mean, to be fair, I thought it was a spike. Maybe it is DI, actually. That'd be cool, if I can reverse it or spike.
I think the down sig is a spike, but the neutral one just sends backwards.
I think I saw it spike in the character trailer though. Could be wrong. Maybe it was just a stage spike or whatever. I almost think I just shouldn't be using his Chakram Sigs.
I think the forward one's good.
Oh, that also hits up ledge. That's pretty cool.
It's a projectile or something. I just think you really just, by playing Chakram, it limits you. Because his Sigs are so good on Spear. So it's like Chakram is literally just a hindrance.
Just again, he's literally just throwing out attacks at ledge, and he's just winning for it.
That's just because he's playing better, dude.
That makes sense. Yeah, like that recovery, yeah, it didn't even come close to him. That's why I didn't hit.
Yeah, he read you.
And then of course his downside gets to spike.
Brawlhalla's like the only game where you can have like 2,000 plus hours and still have no idea what the hitboxes are.
Mm-hmm. Also, my downer loses to his Nair, so that's pretty cool.
You should try learning how to space through it.
My Chakram comes back and does literally nothing. No dash for me. Again, I just don't have my dodge. Cool, yeah. I was just saying how Spear Side Sig has actually no range. How'd it transfer back to me? We didn't make contact. He's literally standing still, not in iframe.
Earned you a drop. Yeah, I got a drop for Brawlhalla.
Oh, my bad, yeah. Just almost kills me from completely missing me. I can finally find my side sig kill at the ledge, though.
That's nice.
Cool. Again, it hurts because he's not even playing Spear his main weapon, and I know for a fact, just by watching his gameplay, this guy doesn't know how to play Chakram.
I can say the same to you. It kind of looks like he's just better on it.
Sunlight, Deadlight. See, that's why I don't like Brawlhalla. Because sure, I've committed my time to learn combos and weapons, but it doesn't actually matter, because anyone can just hop on and press 2 buttons.
Yeah.
And spam down sig and it work better. And have less end lag despite grab canceling sigs.
It's funny that even with Overwatch being team-based and, you know, really, really bad, I still believe it's just straight up the better game. In terms of, like, everything. Like, it's more fair.
I feel like I get cheated so much more in Brawlhalla for no reason. Yeah, no dodge, no end lag. I don't know what I expected. Oh yeah, that doesn't, like, fool him. Why would it? Cool, that makes sense. The way that it hit me. Cool. Kills, though, despite me moving that slowly. It's just, again, he misses attacks so badly, and it doesn't matter, because he has no end lag and infinite hitboxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shadow hit my Nair. 0 punch ability, whipped a sig, by the way.
That's what it was like me fighting you, Druid.
Yeah, and I know, and that's why I don't understand how you can keep playing. Cool, yeah.
Wonder if Bell will join. I'm sure that'll make it really fun. I'm sure Tycoon's been having a lot of fun on this. I'm sure he's like, man, I really can't wait to join the Brawl stream and play the new character. I mean, Overwatch is okay, I guess, you know. But it's no Brawlhalla.
Just jumped out of my attack. That's pretty cool. I love spot dodges. I don't think I say it enough.
You know, it'd be cool. Imagine they you could just choose to play one weapon and you never had to pick up weapons and you just got to play your weapon. You didn't have to worry about dexterity or anything.
Impossible. Yeah, of course that beats mine because they're not the same move.
Yeah. Your just heart wasn't in it, Jared.
That makes sense.
There's a secret substack called Determination.
Ah, spot dodges. I was just supposed to actually stand there for an additional second just so we could attack after a spot dodge before I could anyways.
Mm-hmm. You did more damage.
That's weird. It's like you got to kill me at center stage with whatever he decided to press.
Yeah, he's just better at hitting the SIGs and the spacing.
Meanwhile, I have to land a, dodgery to get a 3-hit string.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
And I know for a fact, even if I knew the 0 to deaths on Chakram, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Yep. Beat Spear.
I just want to see Bell in a new character.
Yep. At least it's punishable.
Yeah. I was watching Frogs think he could go for a basic combo. This character
Also, it's
is
weird, because didn't he jump directly into my net? I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but kind of looked like he just straight up did.
this character also I will
literally
say.
end-late out of that spot dodge, and he just walks out of it. What's the point of my spot dodges if they don't let me follow up?
I just think this character is just all about one hits, yeah. The combo potential just isn't there.
Chakram stuff sucks, so why are they Chakram characters?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, why even have Chakram? It's like, that's combo, but it's like, it's all about just doing poke because nothing chains into each other because they don't have like any stats.
And it's like, why Edgard when I could just end Sig?
Yeah, that's the point. You're learning, Jared.
Just misses the laggiest light attack in the game. Unfortunately, I have 0 distance. Sure, I use 2 jumps, a recovery, and a dodge, but I can't make one single foot.
Yep.
Yeah, covers back dodge. True combo to weapon toss, and kills from center stage. Man, this is just actually so much fun.
Player 2.
Seems like it.
I guess just, I wonder why I'm not using, like, my net off stage, facing, you know, towards the stage. I imagine it is fun when you can just, finally start to play Chakram.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
And just have free insta-kill sigs. That's why people play Nyx. Chase dodge 5 seconds after hitting me. I'm literally on the ground, hits anyways. What is the point?
I need to say
It's
there,
again,
but there's
you
one.
get to literally see me dodge it and not be in the hitbox in the first place. Doesn't kill. Doesn't hit. You literally... Yeah, it doesn't hit. He's only at the ledge. Super overextended. Yeah, sure I'm behind him. Sure I'm behind him. Famous end leg. Yeah, pulls me back well after it ends. Yeah. Well, you can have fun in ranked frogs, because I am not playing any more Brawlhalla.
Why don't you just hop in a rank?
That actually does sound like a terrible idea. I really wanted to be absolutely tortured today.
You came to the right place.
Total domination.
Seems like it.
Player
Because
2.
unfortunately, a new character that I should be able to, you know, play since I know what I'm doing. But unfortunately... But see, it feels so messed up just to kick Frogs out of here because I don't want to fight him.
I disagree. You want to unmute him,
Especially because
dude?
I know I'm not going to have more fun in ranked. It's just going to be, then I'm going to crawl back here. It's just actually so abysmal, because obviously I throw out my dodges at terrible times, and I'm awful at neutral, but that doesn't give any excuse for what's happening right here. Isn't it also weird how they changed snap dashing, and yet I'm constantly snap dashing? The amount of ground attacks I've used when I'm trying to just fall through a platform.
Well, it seems like just like Brawl to attempt to improve the game for some of the people and then mess it up.
Also, fun fact, that's not a projectile, and I'm not on the wall, and I don't have any jumps, contrary to popular belief. Yeah, doesn't hit. Not true combo. Again, it is just true! He's been doing it all day, so why does it never work for me?
That's what I'm saying, dude. You get to sit there and do literally whatever. I'm just a punching bag that occasionally gets to hit one sig.
Since he only uses spot dodges, I guess I'll just sit here the whole game.
Made out spot dodges.
Yeah, that hits. I don't know what I expected. I can't go below him, I can't go to the side, and I can't go, Doesn't it? Sure, I can try and bait the spot dodges. Also, yeah, neither of those nairs hit. I am literally holding dodge. That confirms that is just a true combo that hasn't worked for me once all day.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. He switched up with a grab cancel to wake up.
Now. Finished up. Yeah. I can join a couple of games, give Jared a nice mental reset.
I mean, I only have like 7 dexterity on fast weapons. Of course he, gets to do whatever. Also, yeah, he didn't run into that arrow, in case you're curious.
We'll see, he actually blocked with a shield, dude.
Also, yeah, that down light, doesn't it? Still doesn't hit. Unfortunate. Even though, you know, it wasn't through a wall and it did.
You know what's crazy? It actually, it should have hit, and then it should have given you a chase dodge.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He had no options. I literally forced him in a situation where it had to work, and it's like,
His spear basically is a heavy weapon. Like I said, this character has 0 combo game. It is just
I just absolutely
smack.
like, why do their chakram sigs even exist? They're all so bad. And then the spear sigs are OP.
I'm telling you,
So
dude.
again,
Wait
why
till
not
wait
just
till
give
we
them
see
only
Bell.
spear? I could also do without lag spikes because I'm playing a 30 FPS pixel game, but you know. But that hits. grounded, but okay. I'm constantly misestimating the amount of jumps I have. Even for you, it's true. It's actually frankly disgusting. Yeah, it's through ledge. And my downer misses, even though he is directly in it before he dodged.
How did that not hit? No, my bad. I can't move.
That could have been a little dicey. Almost president it.
Oh
I knew you had another one, I just couldn't stop
my!
it.
Player 3 wins.
What do you mean, Frogs? If we were teaming, how
Frogs,
were
that
you
was
guys
just
both at the
everyone
same
ledge
level?
camping, What do you mean?
I don't understand.
Aurus.
Jared literally survived, what, 10 seconds longer than you?
I think I survived a little longer than that.
Unless you think Jared should just be dead for like 2 minutes and then we both have 2 stocks to fight. But call me crazy, but I think that sounds like teaming.
I agree.
You're really fighting each other until 3 of them? See, I disagree.
That's weird. Frogs took 2.5 stocks from both of us? That's impressive.
That's why he had so much damage.
Yeah. I just didn't know it was like that.
Three, two, one, brawl.
Super cool. Not going for the follow-ups is crazy. You go. I can't possibly recover any lower.
Why
I'm
was yours
back.
just faster?
It was so much faster too. Ow. Stop! How'd we not die any sooner?
Uh-oh.
Guys whipping out the
Fun
what's it?
time's over.
it at me. I thought I had my dodge. That's frankly messed up. No. All I'm saying is you release that before I touch ledge. I don't know. It shouldn't linger for more than one frame.
True, true, true.
Aurus.
For some reason, all the stuff around my desk is just kind of thrown everywhere. It's weird.
Yeah, you need to take a chill pill.
No, it's unfortunate because now I have a little bit of coffee on my mouse pad.
Sounds like maybe you don't punch your desk. Just chill, Jared.
Otherwise, you're putting something else. There simply isn't another option. Hate to break it to you.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Luckily, my desk is way sturdier than it should be. Cool, yeah. I'm glad unarmed cider actually beats max range, Can I win one clash, by the way? I don't know. I spot dodge. Oh, that's not true either for me, my bad. I thought maybe I would use the free combo since the other one's not working. Okay, and now I die. Because you caught my recovery when I had all my stuff.
Yeah, there's not really much I could do there. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it wasn't true for him either. He could actually just walk out of it. Here's that infamous not teaming. I just don't get why they make SIGs like that and then they put like, let's give it, I'd say probably twice as much kill power as it should have.
I'm just a god of the Edgar, what can I say?
I don't know, it's just... Again, they're like, oh, this character's not strong enough. Let's give them one incredibly overpowered option they have to watch out for. That'll be fun.
Like I said, now they understand how to play him, which is just don't go for any strings. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, as
'Cause
long as
I don't
you,
just
like,
get
don't
free
try
hits.
and have any fun, it's actually a pretty good character.
They need to patch Xbox weapon things, though, by the way.
It's like the trove system, you know? I just click on the weapon itself and I can get it from any range. You know what? I like this.
Yeah, it could have made the good move, but then that would be...
Yeah, so Chakram just doesn't have true combos, I guess. Why'd that not push him upwards at all? It just threw me into it. I was literally on the ground behind you, but you know.
What? How did that possibly end? Line of sight. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I just don't get how they choose what gets line of sight and what doesn't. Cool. Why does that never work for me, by the way? I think I've had that happen once ever. Okay, yeah, in the middle of your spot dodge, I guess you just attack faster. Range spear. Oh, I forget the thing I was gonna say. Oh yeah, also why whenever I recover below someone, they consistently win that fight?
I don't know.
Isn't Chakram like a consistent, like, it's always up? So how possible do I miss?
I don't even think it's worth swapping to the combo chakra. I really don't. I think you just use it as the heavy and just build up damage and just throw people.
You're right.
I'll try it.
The heavy's so boring.
Get bad.
I like how the two attacks I've been hit by, I time the dodge perfectly and nothing happens. And now I die, unfortunately. Unfortunately, jump fastball isn't fast enough. Oh, you can hold that. Interesting.
I really like when you guys like save each other.
Lots of end lag, despite having
Oh yeah, guys. Yeah, for sure.
drugs. Again, how does that hit me when I'm below him? Okay, yeah, I guess I'm on the ground. That's messed up. I was so confident after you started walking that you'd get him.
What? How'd you even do that? What kind of option even was that?
Yeah. Out of my combo, you spot dodge, and then you shadow it the next part. I don't like it here.
What, your infinite true combos you get to do whatever with and I can't even stand a chance?
You had dodges. You just didn't do anything. I really don't know what I expected. Not what I meant to press. I didn't know my dodge either.
It's a good thing that
That's how it works.
I
It
just
goes
went
slow,
completely
but-
through you, by the way. That would have been a shame if it would have
Yeah.
like hit you with that
I thought I had my
ground
dodge,
pound.
and I was like, oh well, guess I'm dead.
Imagine, it's like that grandpa would have hit you and just killed you, except I guess
Just
the
don't see how
chakram is in the
possibly
hitbox.
miss.
The chakram is in the hitbox, dude. All it
Guess
is.
so. I'm sick of this character. I don't like the spear, and I don't like the SIGs on the chakram.
I'm having a blast because the deciding factor is if I lag or not. So, like usual.
3, 2,
Unfortunately, Frog didn't want to fight you that game, so I had to fight you at a massive stock disadvantage, but
I just want a combo on side. At 1? They specifically again reduced the upward start coverage. That's crazy. How'd that hit you? You were actually so far away.
oh, sorry, I
Did
didn't.
you touch?
No, you didn't pick me up from the wall. You picked me up from the air next to the wall, dude.
Mm. I didn't have my dodge. I think my problem is I play a little too aggressive when I should just be spot dodging and countering. And definitely not challenging Greatsword Dare. I challenged Greatsword Dare again, and it worked.
Cool. He gets survived. He's only at 180.
Yeah. Mirror Six, everybody. See, you need to miss an attack for me to punish it, actually. You also use a sickening amount of down sig. How am I supposed to know?
shut down.
I win!
Ah, he hit the
Really shouldn't
thing.
have went anywhere near the ledge. That's a bad play by you.
Yeah.
Aurus.
So bad. I forget that your Sig gets to hit me in the center of the body and spike me straight down with no counterplay.
Mm.
I'd try, Frogs, but you're dying too quick.
1, brawl.
Plus, I'll have you know, the kills I got was both you at the same time, and then followed by both you at the same time. How'd that not kill me? I'd like to touch stage again, please. That was on me. Goes straight through him. That's super cool.
Cool. I get to die because lag. What do you know? Kind of looks like you guys are teaming against me. I don't know. Oh, shadow hit. Nice.
Got him.
Unlucky.
That really always does just spike at the best angle.
Yeah.
Forgot I can't count any of Gertrude's aerials because it's a grounded weapon.
Yeah.
Player 2 wins.
We're both doing more damage.
Picking up a storm. To be fair, Frog's just a free or get a free kill because Jared's not doing anything and he gets stuck in with lag because what's it? I can't push him back and he gets infinite dodges and can just press down there and hit above him. So it happens. He still lost first though, which isn't surprising. Seeing with his cheap kills, he doesn't actually play better. So it's tough.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Yeah, and I guess so also what makes you auto dodge into a graph cancel, by the way?
He messed up my combo. Doesn't hit him. Very interesting.
What? Okay. But I don't know why I prioritizes frogs there.
Well, I spot dodge. I'm not sure if that actually mattered though. Why, thank you. I would have died. I desperately tried.
Yeah, that's my bad. I don't know why I thought they would fight each other, or that I would have a dodge, or my things would out prioritize Arcadia, because Arcadia just has insane stats.
You guys need to stop going in the air. I don't know what to do about it.
The shame that I can't even stand a chance because your SIGs are better. I literally can't.
I really didn't think you had an option to that much range.
Well,
Uh-oh. That just kills, yeah. Down 6 OP!
It's a good thing that it hits and it spikes literally exactly where it needs to be.
I really didn't expect that one to kill.
Obviously did. Because again, all of your SIGs are better because they decide to make a busted character just for you. Because you
I
can't win
like
on
free
actual characters.
kills.
But again,
true.
SIGs.
Evidently.
I just think it's stupid that it explodes with a massive radius, can't be stopped, always spikes exactly where it needs. But my attacks just do nothing.
3, 2,
Cool.
1, brawl.
That looks fun.
Not once they attack each other.
That really didn't hit.
Tough. I should have known. Sig gets to kill.
Yeah. Oh. That's crazy. Why are there so many lives?
Why do you get up faster? Why'd that kill me? Didn't I just push him into the thing? How did I even get it? Oh, my bad.
Oh. Busted Sigs? Busted Sigs, let's go! That shouldn't have even killed.
Player 2 wins.
I'm sure everyone can agree after all of the showings of today that Brawlhalla is a great game that has zero flaws.
Well, it's really the fact that your SIGs are instant, have no end lag, cover the entire screen, spike exactly where you need to. Suddenly, magically,
Yeah,
you gain
I don't
insane
think
attack
any of them
power to
are
kill me at
really
the top of the stage
reactable.
there.
It just kind of, if you're in the area, you can't get away from the area.
No, actually, I think it's if you're nowhere near it, it still hits you.
Yeah.
Again, that's why it's a perfect character for you.
Mhm.
Miss every combo, spam 4 SIGs, they hit.
I had some combos.
But then he gets mad.
Yeah. I get mad when people cheat me, you get mad when people cheat you. Pretty fair.
Yeah, I'm not punching my desk and counterpicking, you know?
Yeah. Counterpicking is a strong word. You're just playing a better character. I would have felt a little bad about that one. Not bad enough to save you, though. What are you doing up here? Admittedly? It's fair. Ow. I'm surprised it almost didn't let you fall over to that.
a great thing I can't kill him white, even though Frogs waste literally all of his things trying to hit me. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. Appreciate it. Like, quick, Javen has the bomb. Let's not fight each other.
Yeah. How it goes. Bit of a lag spike, but I still come back. I don't.
Oh, my bad. You get to just...
That should not have hit. I'm not even sure I've been hit by a scythe attack that outrageous. I meant to jump down sig, not just ground pound. Don't do this. Not again! I am actually gonna be sick after what I just saw.
That is
What I just had to live
disgusting. You just spam Sigzer and you can't play the game. You gotta at least spam
through.
Sig.
No, it was working perfectly fine till you spam down air.
Yeah, for sure. I guess that's
I was
just
even
impossible.
thinking- I was even thinking
Man, I
like,
can't
oh, man,
believe
I
my
need to knock
unfair
somebody down.
hitboxes. My unfair hitboxes?
Yeah, you can get them too.
Oh, true.
Oh yeah, I forgot you won because only I have unfair hitboxes in the hit game Brawlhalla.
The crazy part is, right? You didn't even need to use Sig because you can just. You know what? I think Sight
Yeah.
Downer is actually just an aura around me.
Recovery.
No, see, it's just crazy. It's because I actually walked into your hitbox, right? Which happens to be, I guess, bigger than your hurtbox.
Have you met Side Down Air?
You can't win
But
games.
no, I used Nair grounded and it
Nothing.
Hmm?
Nothing. Choose your legend, Frogs.
or I'll choose it for you. I'm surprised you can't set it to where you can just choose people's legend and start the match.
I'm fighting literally everyone equally. It's just annoying when Frogs camps the edge, Jared's on the other side, and I'm supposed to not just attack Frogs. I'm supposed to just go out of my way to let Frogs get back to stage for free, or else I'm the bad guy, even though I'm the one who put him there.
That's the tough part, because Frogs is down a stock because I absolutely tossed him, but then he was off stage, so it'd be a crime not to attack him. You don't want to play this game, Frogs. Unfortunately, you sent him at the worst angle. Spot dodges everybody. I meant to hold that, actually.
Only hit me.
Yeah. You know how this goes. You hit me with a backwards hitbox yet again.
I should have known Jared would just stand there and just somehow have iframes against that.
Got him.
You know, be crazy. What if you guys fought, right?
Try it. Unfortunately, it's you get me off stage, and then I have to fight Greatsword off stage.
That hit.
No, get away from me. I can't do it like you
Why
do.
do you guys not fight each other? Why am I the one suffering? Thanks. I really appreciate that. Yeah, let me... Yeah, no, it's cool. Oh, I guess I didn't have my dodge.
I was gonna say I gotta stop doing that, but it is yet not to, I meant to down sig, but that works too.
I meant to just not use my dodge at all, so...
I figured.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part, is when there's one counterplay, and then it doesn't work.
I'll leave after one more game, Frog, so you can 1v1 Druid.
Or you could not. I'd prefer you being the victim than me being the victim.
I just want to play. It just sucks because the moment it gets to a 1v1, nobody else gets a fraction of lag and I can't do anything. So.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
May I ask why me?
This is bad, actually.
Oh, my bad.
Not actually even a little bit the buttons I pressed. That time it was.
I'm beginning to think that thing just doesn't have a hitbox. Bro, why can't I dodge? It's just like so stupid. I just like get my attack, oh I missed, let me dodge instead.
No way that went over. Why are you so much faster than me? Ow.
What am I supposed to do exactly? Oh yeah, my bad.
It's not fair.
Oh yeah, for sure. How?
You weren't even.
Wait, I don't understand. It's literally no matter what I do. So what's the point of the dodge when you can just mash?
I don't know why I tried to catch your dodge out of a grab cancel. I'm gonna keep using it.
Yeah, well, you're apparently doing more damage.
Who even needs good options so I can just spam bad options and still win? Uh-oh. I like how I can punish that with my down sig, by the way, across the entire stage.
Yeah. It's a 0 skill character.
But it's my 0 skill character.
I just wish I could play the character and I don't timed or anything and everything's just odd true count. And let me guess, Crybaby Frogs and Jared are still gonna be complaining.
There's no one to hit. Why even
Yeah.
fight?
Suddenly both are going, hey, my string's not working. This isn't fair.
Yep.
They forgot how to play the game, guys. Look.
What do you mean? That was the first combo I've hit all day. Okay, yeah, comes out fast in my light. Cool. That is. That still hits me. Got him. I actually came back from that? I was straight up not to his, okay. And he can hit behind him. That's cool.
How'd Overwatch go? Honestly, pretty well. Obviously, you have some tough games here and there. But, overall, I think we're doing good. That's good. Yeah. Brawlhalla's pretty bad, though. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna have time to do Zester after this. But the plan is tomorrow to hop on them.
Wolfro, you
And
started trying on your last stock and you almost won? That's crazy.
I think we can probably finish the new game plus stuff. Like I said, I might have to do some farming.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
But I feel pretty confident. Yeah. Like I said, Overwatch Weeklies reset tomorrow. But even if we play that for like 3 hours, we should still have time for Zestria, like easily. I'm hoping we can get through most of it without having to do some farming, but I'm A-okay doing some farming, because now we have our whole team, right? I used to go to around 11 p.m., so an hour and a half. Yeah, and we would finish Brawl like 10-something. Yeah. I don't know what kind of farming we need to do, though, because I'm thinking equipment, because I think our levels are actually really good. And I think soon we should be getting, like, Ancient Nova and stuff. That'll make a lot of the stuff a lot easier. I just know for a fact we're gonna have to grind if we wanna... What's it? Be able to beat him on higher difficulties, like held off.
Glad my weapon toss doesn't come out as
And
fast
especially
as,
when doing powered, we're gonna need some grinding. But honestly, to be fair, what level are we even? I feel like we're not even that high level. I think it's just a matter of turning difficulty to hard and grinding skills. Yeah. It's just, the issue is like, a third new game might just be the play. It's like, it's gonna be unfun, but like legitimately, like think, if we just beat the game here and do the little bit of grade farming, which again, we earn double grade, then we should be able to get like the skill extension, the faster art leveling, and the HP. I'm hoping. To be fair, I guess grade farming doesn't really get that much easier. Actually, yeah, it does, because I can get like double the stuff from shops. And plus double money. So we should be able to grade farm pretty easy. Does art leveling even do? It just makes you get arts faster. So it's not going to be super helpful for the end game, but it should make getting through the base game even easier. I'm just thinking...
He's only at 174.
As much as I don't want to do it, I feel like we're probably going to want to do a third playthrough anyway. I know if you stack scale 10 times, you get 2 times art usage, but I don't know the point of that. Yeah. I just think by level like 50, I should have everything, like every art, so that should make a lot of the farming easier, and I can do most of it on normal, which I think will be good. It's annoying because if you stack it 9 times, you get damage over 1,000. This has so much better. Yeah, that sounds really good. I'm just thinking skill extension is going to be pretty necessary for achievements, and I don't really want to farm for all the anomalous orbs now. So I feel like a third playthrough just makes more sense to do. Because then, like I said, we shouldn't have to do too much grade farming, because we can hold like double the items, and I think we even like said double grade, which I don't know if that means that we get more from the lords or it's just from enemies, or what. But either way, we should be able to level like really quickly, and so hopefully it won't be too bad to get that grade. More grade in general. Gotcha. But I'm just thinking, really, starting with more health will be really, really good, because I feel like that'll just make our bases higher no matter what, unless we're maxed out at 200. Not sure if it applies to offering items. Like I said, to be fair, technically we are going to be getting double grade anyway, because, like I said, we can buy the items like twice as much, because we can hold 30 instead of 15. But plus, it might be even actually worth grinding just enemies for grade, if we have double from fights. Because I think before I was earning like 15 a fight, so I'd be earning like 30. And plus I know there are like some skills you can get.
Yeah, I can't dodge through it. So why exactly, when I get a dodge read, do I not get any hits? But he could just, again, do whatever he wants whenever?
Good question. Yeah, I just don't know if a third playthrough is what we need or not. I think it really depends on how bad the grade farming is. Because I feel like it just makes more sense to tough out a third playthrough. And just have the skill extension than it does to just see if we can do it now.
Cool. Tell me the animation of the dodge there. Also, again, he just gets to kill with a cider at like 100 at the edge of the stage. Cool, yeah.
Arcade is busted though, Drew.
Wake up with a, He's literally just pressing random buttons.
I don't know about that. don't know.
It's greatsword neutral. What do you mean you don't know about that?
My main thing was that I just don't want to do Hex and Isle another time.
I only need to get him to 200 and go with the Sig.
So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we're looking.
I like how we hit that late.
Sounds
even
like
though,
yeah, my main thing is that I don't want to do a bunch of grinding on hard just to have to do chaos or like a third playthrough anyway. I feel like I'd rather just try and do the bare minimum this playthrough and like fight the bosses on hard and get it. That way on the next playthrough I can just play mostly on normal and then we'll swap to chaos and get triple skills with skill extension and all that. I mean, one more Zavid Crucible attempt wouldn't be bad. But I think at 5 playthroughs, we can just beat the game on, like held off on normal. Successful attempt. I feel like a successful attempt would be easy. I just don't know how I want to handle it.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
I just feel like everything will be easier. I agree. To be fair, I think Crucibles are just boring. Because I feel like the game itself is pretty bad without Armatus. Because then you actually have, like, damage and area or spells or anything. It just makes it better. I feel like just the most fun way to play is an Armatus. However, I'd rather play base Rose than Wind Armatus. But I would take Wind Armatus over just Zavid. It was like Zester's take on the Coliseum, but way worse. To be fair, I always hated that stuff too. Because, like...
Man, how carried is this guy by spot dodge, by the way? Has he dodged a hit without it?
I don't know.
Not to mention having 15 million dex despite having to reduce his dex for the stance.
Point is, I think, honestly, Berseria did it the best, in my opinion. Like, it's not super challenging to do, and you can turn up the difficulty, and it's literally just meant for farming the specific enemies. But I feel like, legitimately, like, the Coliseum and stuff, and, like, Symphonia, or even, like, the training room stuff in Arise, it's, like, it's cool having, like, timers and, like, having to do some difficult stuff. But it's, like, Berseria's makes sense, because it's, like, kind of a challenge, but it's also, like, good farming, to where it's, like, there's more purposes, and it's, like, it's actually, like, almost fun.
I have a hitbox? Please.
Where, like, Berseria's just made sense to me. But no. Like I said, we'll see. I think we'll get to held off and try and beat him on hard. And then maybe, if that's, like, really easy, try the ones. I just feel like if we're going to wind up having to farm Hex and Isle for levels or gear anyway, I feel like it makes more sense to just do it on third playthrough with skill extension. Even though I really don't want to do some of those dungeons again. I don't know, we'll see. I just feel like this new Game Plus honestly hasn't been too terrible. I feel like the hardest part is that I'm just playing on hard mode, which makes all the fights more difficult. And the bosses more difficult. And especially fighting the boss with no items too. But I feel like just playing on normal, I'm going to level up faster. And, what's it, like, skill extension is going to carry me. The more starting max HP is going to carry me. Yeah. I know you've done some optional counters, but not a lot. Yeah, to be fair, sometimes I'll take them if they just, like, are obvious or if I just get jumped. But I'm just thinking I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like from just a perspective of like on paper, doing a third playthrough just makes way more sense than trying to do a bunch of farming on here and then potentially start a third playthrough just for like the skill thing. When just doing this now.
Fun fact, that actually comes out before the startup of my down air. That's fine. He almost lost his main because, you know, triple S tier character. It's fine.
I don't know. Like I said, I think we'll give Held Off an attempt and see how well it goes this playthrough. Like on hard. And then if it's like Chaos is just like impossible, or it would require a good bit of farming and stuff, then it's like, we'll just grade farm and do third playthrough.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
That's where I'm leaning. But I mean, if we can just do everything in this, it's like, why just go through the effort of doing a third one / grade farming?
Cool. Yeah, do you know it actually takes longer for plot to take place than Hammer Side Air?
That's cool.
I forget my argument, but point it didn't make sense.
But no, see, legitimately though, this is like the most fun I have in like Berseria and Zestria. It's just like after I don't have to deal with a lot of the annoying stuff for the first time, and it's literally just walking through and like playing the game. And it's like that's why I feel like I don't mind it as much, because I feel like the worst part about the game is legitimately the first playthrough. Like, I mean, obviously the grinding and stuff is tedious, but at least it's just sitting there and grinding.
I just don't have my dodge. That's cool.
It's just one of those things, like I said, that I think a lot of those games are way more enjoyable when you know what you're doing. I say even playing Zestria from scratch on like normal or moderate, and just having an idea of how all the systems work, and what's good and what's bad and what you should be doing, it's fine. It's like same with Berseria with like the Mystic Art chain, and even just understanding what characters do and offer, and when you unlock the characters, and just all that stuff, and like what's good and what's bad. It makes the game just way better. And like Symphonia, I feel like if I were to replay it now, I'd be doing a lot better just having an understanding of the game. Vesperia I'm still kind of on, because every time I've played it, I feel like I haven't been like super good. Like I've learned things each playthrough, but since I didn't go for all the achievements, I feel like I don't even, like I've never even used half the characters. Like actually physically played them and on my team. And I feel like I would be going more all out on another playthrough. And I know some of the Tales games are on Steam sale right now. But it's like, I don't know if I want to buy Vesperia, because then it's just going to be committing to streaming Vesperia, and then I'm going to wind up wanting to go for all achievements.
What is that?
But I think in the future we're going to do that. And I think Graces is also on sale. I think it's like on sale for like $20 too.
Oh, 2 stock. For how easy Greatsword and Spear are, Hammer I guess is just better.
I recently did another playthrough of Graces and started another playthrough as well. Nice, nice. I also know some of the, if not all the DLC is like on sale, even for Zestria. So, I was going to buy some of the costume packs, but none of them really seems that great. And I don't know if the adventure pack would even help me now. Unless I can get 12 times XP. In which case, you might buy it. In my opinion, Yuri, Judith, and Flynn are really the only characters that are even fun to play. Some people say Patty, too, but I never played her.
Patty just awkward.
After a second playthrough of Graces, I think I can say that I really just
I can feel back.
don't understand the combat. To be fair, it's weird. Because like a lot of times it's like something has to push you to learn some of those things. Like say streaming. Obviously, because people just like tell you some of the things when you get stuck or anything, like some interesting things. Or when you're going for all achievements, because it like forces you to do things, and when looking into it, you just learn stuff. And so I feel like that's why it's like I'd want to do Vesperia and Symphonia, is because I'd be kind of forced to learn how to do some of that stuff. Just Symphonia, Symphonia I feel like is a basic game, and just the achievements are going to be terrible. So it's like as fun as it would be just to play it with like a better understanding, I just know going for those achievements would be such a massive commitment and genuinely unfun. And I feel like Vesperia for the most part would be fun, even though of course I'd get annoyed. But mostly the side quests in both games. Symphonia achievements require getting all titles, means yeah. We looked into it. Because like I said, when I played on Xbox, I tried to go for all the achievements. But I basically obviously beat the game. Like I said, I got the Devil Arms and fought like a lot of the cool secret bosses, like the one guy that requires the Devil Arms, and the cool guy in the clouds, and stuff like that. It's probably my favorite game, but never 100%ed it. Just doesn't seem fun to me. Yeah. We were even going to go for like the sword dancers and stuff that require New Game Plus, but it's like, the grade farming's going to be annoying. And plus, of course, having to do 5 playthroughs to get the outfit or title or whatever for each of the characters, just like, it's just going to be following a guide and be annoying. Plus, I will say, Symphonia has some of the worst dungeons I have ever played. Like, they're unique, don't get me wrong. It's like, they're interesting, but they are so bad to play. I think, like, every dungeon, actually, I did not enjoy the layout of those dungeons in the slightest. They were so tedious and annoying. Also, you have to open every single treasure chest, many of which are invisible. Yeah, exactly. We also saw that. So it's like, it would just be following guides. Trying to get all the treasure chests.
2, 1, brawl.
It just seems like actually super terrible. And plus, like, again, if it was just like, oh, 80 hours even, but it's 180 hours. So it's like, that's just awful. I like most Symphonia's dungeons, but Grace's dungeons were legit miserable. See, Symphonia, though, it's just, they were so active and annoying to do puzzles. Like, specifically the forest, I know it's like you have to do everything perfectly and also unlock the things in a specific order and just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's like, oh, you messed up this part, have to restart. Plus, you have to figure out what you're even doing. Plus, there's like the teleport places.
I'm really still in lag after that.
Those title life involves talking to every woman in the world, most of which are missable, and it's bugs, so it might not even give it to you anyway. Yeah.
Why does that win?
Like I said, I think
Jumped into my bag.
my opinion on Symphonia is the only way I'm going to 100% it in the worlds. Oh, gotcha, both worlds. The only way I'm ever going to do it is if they come out with a full remake. Like, even the cool remaster is, like, fun to play. But it's, like, there's still a lot of reading. Like, all the skits aren't voice acted or anything. And I feel just some of the balancing and, like, the achievements. I feel the only way I'm really going to choose to replay the game, so let's go for all achievements, is...
Cool, yeah.
What's with the remake? I could see myself potentially replaying it, but it's already, like, a long game. It's, like, a lot of reading, and it's, like, there's so many missables. There's, like, the side stories, like, really put the game together, but it's like I would have to follow guides to make sure I'm getting all that stuff. And so it just feels like it's really poorly designed to just play. Unless you just care about the gameplay and not really the story and dialogue and stuff. And then, like I said, the dungeons are
literally
awful.
just died half a second ago, and I'm not exaggerating.
But the game has just so much charm with, like, every aspect, but especially, like, the combat. Like, it's so crazy that it's, like, so old school, yet, like, it's such an interesting, like, game. It's just really good. I just think some of it is a bit difficult and some parts are stupid, but again, it has a lot of charm.
So why
The
is it that
dungeons are
every
like
one
the
of his
worst Symphonia
options
dungeons
beats every
times
one of
10.
my options?
I'll probably get around to playing it at some point, and we'll see. Like I said, usually I'm not very picky with dungeons. I'm really not. Symphonia still has my favorite story in the game, or in a game. I think it is really good. Again, it's just one of those things, like, it came out so long ago, yet the story is, like, it's actually good, and it's, like, a longer game, and the gameplay is, like, fleshed out. It's just, like I said, it definitely is missing so much of the, quality of life that it needs, and that's why it would benefit so much from a remake. Because, again, voice acting, and just, like, the world looking better, and, like, easing some of the achievements, and, like, the side stories not being super missable, and, like, actually being just part of the story, to where it's, like, you can enjoy it very casually. And it's, like, of course, if they make it, which easier I don't really care about, but if they were to make it easier, or, like, the achievements easier or anything, you still have the original game if you want to do that. There was grinding. You ever watched Black Butler? I think I watched maybe the first season. But it was a while ago. Like 10 years ago. I feel like I remember there being like a Lucille. Or something close to it. The blue eyes of the rich kid thing. And then there's like Sebastian or something. And then there's the I'm like, is it just like Jack the Ripper? I forget what it exactly was. I forget their name, but it's like, I don't know, their design was cool. But I don't really remember any of the plot. Or really anything but those three characters. I just don't trust Bamco to not mess things up. Yeah. I just think that they could do it well. You know, really just all you really want for a remake is better animation.
Yeah, very balanced.
You'd want voice acting. And then you just want some of the quality of life, like the side stories being less missable or just part of the main story. And again, just tweaking some stuff. Like I said, I think that's what people mistake about a remake a lot of times, is they want like a one-to-one exact remake. But it's like, you don't really want that though. Because like obviously it'd be great just to have better graphics. Right? And I would be even okay with that. Yeah, but exactly, you I don't know if I completely changed. But you want basically it to be more streamlined. Like that's pretty much what you want. Like a lot of times you want like faster loading times. Bamco probably. Yeah.
Why'd that even hold for so long? It shouldn't have hit.
Yeah. I just think again they just need to make a lot of things more accessible in Symphonia, because it is hard to learn what like you're doing and how things work.
Are we gonna talk about that, by the way?
Nope.
We're gonna talk about that, by the way, because
Nope.
it kind of just went completely through him. I just hate how this character is literally just spot dodge downsig. And it's not even a joke. Downsig is half of his kit, and that's how you play this character.
I think they have a quest tracker, especially for side quests, and better animations. Like I said, I think truly my three biggest complaints were like with the HD remaster or whatever. Is just I want better graphics. You know, I want an overhaul, even if it's like the 2D, 3D stuff, like pixel art kind of, or if they do like a full, like good 3D models overhaul, that'd be great. And then I want voice acting for skits and just like all the, at least mainline cutscenes. And then preferably just the achievements not being bad, slash like missables, like just not making stuff missable and requiring 5 playthroughs. But it's like obviously some things that might be better, but I feel like a lot of that's opinions, like making the EXGEM system a bit simpler, or making some of the early game a bit easier with like money farming to where you can actually have gels. But again, that's more me just like a personal opinion kind of thing. The other stuff I feel like is just what you mean.
Diagonally above him. Cool, yeah.
I don't mind branching storylines if they don't, well, I permanent reward find them. Yeah.
Cool. So why does that get to linger, but none of my stuff does?
I think it'd be also cool if they did like some stupid thing with like time travel or something.
Fast enough.
Like to where it's like, oh, you can time travel to do something to allow you to get the titles. You know, to where it's like you don't actually have to do like a new game plus. It's like, oh, you time travel to get this. Now they have this title permanently and you get like the side story, but it's like, that way you can kind of, you know, break the consistency, or like the, like this, see. I can't think of the word. But you can make it make sense without it making sense. Yeah. Post GameCube versions just made completion stuff even worse. Yeah. Like, to be fair, achievements make things a lot worse, though. Just in general. Because, like, GameCube just didn't have achievements. So it's like, you basically played the game however you wanted, and it's like...
That was kind of sick, unironically.
Kind of was, actually. Would have been cooler if the weapon thrower would have killed, but...
What do you mean? I followed up out of it.
Yeah, but it looked kind of bad. Nice.
I love weapon starving
You just
custom
added more
games
titles like behind
on my
so many.
main.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I just think they could definitely fix a lot of that stuff to make it a lot more fun, specifically to get like the achievements. Because again, it's not even a fact of like, oh, this stuff's gonna be so difficult to get. It's the fact that it's just gonna take forever, no matter, even if like I don't mess up and I do it really, really well. But it's just gonna be boring doing like 5 playthroughs to do. And then it's like if I miss one thing, then it's like that playthrough's kind of hacked. Like I miss a chest, or I mess up a dialogue choice, or I don't talk to one of the women for Zealous' title, or I miss a sword dancer or something like that. It just sounds awful. So while I could see myself playing the original on stream, or again, I absolutely do not want to go for all achievements.
Guess it's time to get out of here.
Not yet. We have like 10 more minutes.
I don't wanna.
Yeah. Vesperia, I don't know. I don't know how long it takes 200% Vesperia, but I assume it's pretty long. But I feel like I wouldn't mind, because Vesperia is probably my favorite Tales game. Some of it's hard. I don't think I was ever able to beat that Uncle Guessing game. That sounds tough. I know in Berseria and
Whoa, a level 100 Ascendant they shouldn't have for my
Nice.
first game.
and in Symphonia, I think in the one city with like the maid minigame. I hate those games. I hate it so much. The stupid delivering food and stuff. Yeah, no. Vesperia's completion sounds like an absolute nightmare. It's like I said, it's mostly the time it takes for me. Because like I said, it can be annoying, but if it's like average 60 hours complete, easy. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care if I have to do really boring grindy stuff. But I have a feeling it's probably going to be like 180 to 200 hours, even though the main story is only like 30 hours. And it's like, okay, you need to grade farm this really awful spot. Then you need to go in New Game Plus with these specific things. And then you have to go to this final boss with everything. And actually, the final boss is really hard, even at max level and max everything, to where it's actually just a luck check on Estelle. To where you have to hit this in the right time and hope it does this threshold because you crit. And then the secret mission you have to do in the run and also in one playthrough. You have to get all secret missions in one playthrough. Yeah. And also get hit by Zagi exactly 3 times with no retries in a playthrough. The worst boss I've ever played against in a video game was in Vesperia and ended up beating it. Yeah, see, I just find all that stuff tricky because it really is hard to tell when something's going to be difficult, even when like you're doing it, and plus it's like...
Why did that outrange that?
Sometimes there's just like cheat codes. Because I remember going into Dragon Quest something and they said this boss was incredibly difficult. And then there was just like a way of doing it easier, and plus I just farmed max level and it was actually really easy. But it's like, I don't know if it's going to be the case, because I thought Galdera on both games would be easier. I'm like, the first one was awful and terrible and really luck-based and awful to grind for. So the second game, they probably tweaked it, right? No, still really bad. Subslit and Javen? Nothing much. Bell? How you enjoying the new character? Can I get a couple games in? Probably. Probably not too many, though, because we do want to end soon, because we want to spend streaming for 2 hours. We can do a couple, though. I was at max level and I looked it up and couldn't find any good strategy at all, just a miserable, terribly designed boss fight. Yeah. To be fair, did you do a lot of Arises post-game? Because, some of those fights were, rough. Specifically the boss rush. When each attempt takes 40 minutes to an hour, and was like, nah, I'm done with this. Yeah, I just feel like with like stuff like that, there probably is usually some sort of like cheap thing you can do. You know? That I usually don't like to resort to. But like I said, if it's anything like Galdera, nope, sorry. It is just meant to be terrible and they want everyone to suffer and everyone to complain about it. What was the Arise boss HP? It wasn't even exactly that. It was, you had to do a boss rush of the 5 lords, which I think it was even, did you have to fight them each individually first? And then do the...
I think so. And then you also had to fight all the, or at least, you had to fight some other stuff, right?
I barely touched him. It's already pretty good. Or an Octopath Traveler. Yeah. Yeah. To be for Octopath Traveler, I feel like is conceptually a really cool game with how like open it's supposed to be and all that. But it is some of the absolute worst game design I have ever seen in a game. And the second one made some parts better by making certain characters OP.
To be fair, the second one was at least more interesting because they had like 2 teams
Yeah.
and stuff.
Guess how much HP this Vesperia boss has? Well, let's see. There was it?
million.
It was 200,000 on Silva, right? In this game, like Zestria. But I don't really know the numbers exactly in
3, 2,
Vesperia, but I would guess like 500,000. That I could see taking an absolute huge amount of time. I mean, even though like 100,000 or 200. Normal difficulty 1 million. Wow. Like I said, maybe it'll be fun to go for though, or at least something to see. And you know, sometimes it's fun to have goals you can never reach. You know, just to really know your place. Multiple heads, all basic attacks do exactly 1 damage. I feel like there's a way to cheese it. There's a will, there's a way. Or just to not do it. We'll see. But I genuinely would not mind doing Vesperia as like the next game. But I'll have to look at the sales and see which game I want to go for. Because like I said, I own Vesperia and Symphonia on Xbox. But streaming on Xbox is just worse quality. And we have some other games we want to do before we lock into another 200-hour game. I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing Vesperia. I feel like I haven't played in a couple years, and I never went for everything. So I'll look at the prices. But I know, like I said, Grace's was at least on sale. So I might see. I might check them out. The heads spam you with debuffs every 5 seconds when other heads are killed, the main head revives them. See, I feel like all that seems bad, but I feel like one of the worst things is going to be running out of mana. Because I know on multiple occasions in Vesperia, just running out of orange gels in a fight. And the other ones. Mm-hmm. Yeah. To be fair, I know the over limit though makes it like free and you can spam stuff, right?
One of the two. Why does that possibly be my side sig?
Don't think it's gonna be really tedious. That's all I know.
Why was that just going through the floor? Went out the ground version.
shut down.
Amazing attacks and tech, other than spells. Gotcha. Unbelievably terrible fight.
Shadow hit when he doesn't move.
I don't know. I'm kind of excited for it.
Cool. I don't get how possibly when he's in a ground pound, he manages to shadow hit my attack.
Player 3 wins.
The dungeon leading up to it's also terrible. That I believe. Ooh, that's fun. I love not having any shortcuts.
Honestly, why even include fast traveling games? It really takes away the exploration aspect.
Mm-hmm. No. One thing I always like to do though, too, which again I don't know if you do, but some people obviously have strategies, but also just looking up speed runs, like 100% speed runs and stuff like that. Because like even like with Caldera and stuff, it's like it's nice because you can see essentially the bare minimum like cheese strats for things, and especially in something turn-based, it's usually not that bad. Yeah, but did you ever fight Goldera in Octopath? Because I think you would hate that more than anything. I don't know if it's my least favorite boss fight of all time, but it's up there. Second to only Goldera.
Ah, yes, that wins. I don't know what I expected. Cool.
I've been eating these Skittles Littles like popcorn.
Why does that just go through the floor only sometimes? Is it a health thing? No. Just really, really bad collision, I guess. Okay,
Good,
you
Jared.
don't have to do this well. It's just, why am I punishable out of my SIGs, but other people aren't? It's not fair. Unlucky, I fell for the spear gets to instantly kill you strat.
I don't even know if I would describe it as hard. Like I said, we've had to talk about difficulty, but really, I would say
Literally just spot dodge, jumped, grab cancels. Am I tripping?
if something just takes forever, or anything, I feel like that makes it difficult. You know, if a winning attempt takes 40 minutes and you spend like 3 hours, even if you get on your third attempt, and just call that difficult and bad, I would consider that a pretty bad fight. Yeah. Because difficulty has many faces.
Three, two, one, brawl.
Okay, dodge behind him, get hit anyways. Oh yeah, above him, get hit by his ground pounds. It's pretty convenient that Nair on Spear just can't miss under any circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
Why does that possibly stop ground pound? That really covers spot dodge, that's crazy.
I find Grease's combat frustrating too, but a lot of fans say it's the best combat in the series. Must be a skill issue, but I don't understand what it is. Yeah. Usually when other people say they enjoy things, it usually means they're the worst things ever. That's what I've learned.
That really wins. he just consistently uses the shortest range options. Disgusting.
I think 20.
How'd I lose? I did exactly 1 more damage on him.
I think we make this the last game. Make him count, Durin.
Well, I'm just gonna get
Start
3
trying.
stops. That was a good last game. We should just stop there.
Disagree. Now the pressure's on.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
If Jared wins, I'll let him play DPS tomorrow.
Can't stop me.
Zill's combat is pretty fun, but a little easy outside of bosses. I feel like, to be fair, that's fine with me. I feel like usually mob farming should be essentially quick and just like some filler stuff to do. You know, something run in, use some fun stuff, and just continue, you know? And then bosses are supposed to be the ones that are fleshed out and like take tries and be kind of tedious or require strategy. I feel like in a lot of games, if it requires strategy to take out mobs, I'm not a fan. Like, it's fun, like, when you go into a new area and you want to, like, learn their weaknesses. But it's like, when you know their weaknesses, you should be able just to essentially walk in and murder them. And, yeah, pretty much that. Because, like, even, like, Octopath, well, it's slow for mobbing. It's, like, still pretty much is learn their weakness, just spam it, get through fights easy. I don't really think the Boston Zilla, or like the Boston Zilla, because of the lack of stagger. It's not 0 stagger like Rise, but it's pretty low. To be fair, I feel like this is how a lot of Tails bosses are, though. I just feel like in Berseria and Zestria, just a lot of the bosses just for some reason were staggerable, which I find weird.
Why does that not hit him?
Because I feel like in Vesperia, it's like pretty much the same thing. There's like no downtime. At least with like any human character. It's like they actually just have none. You essentially just have to wait out their attacks, get behind them, and hope that you stagger for a second. But I know Symphonia was that. And Pain.
I'm surprised he outspaced that. I haven't played it much. Meanwhile, knows the exact spacing on side sig.
He's just good at the game, dude. I guess my issue with Zilla is the bosses actually do stagger, but they break out in 0.5 seconds, even when you're hitting them midair. Yeah. I think the main thing is that when they don't have stun gauges. I really, really am a fan of stun gauges. Like ZZZ, perfect example. But, I just feel like it's nice to know, like, if you're building up, like, stagger, or, like, when they stagger. And, like, Symphonia, again, you just have to get a feel for when you're gonna do it. It's like, okay, not this combo, maybe the 3rd combo in my 5th hit. You know, that'll be the stagger time. And
Yeah,
then I
right,
want to
right,
use
right.
something. I like when there's more, like, information to it. Where you can, like, kind of
That was a
see,
terrible
so you know
arcade.
when you can follow up. Then let's do one more. This one's really the last game. I don't know. Like I said, I want to play some new Tales games. I just feel like, again, Zestria was kind of a letdown, but again, it was pretty much what I expected it to be. I had a feeling it would be very similar to Berseria because I knew the graphics were similar, so I assumed the gameplay would be very, very similar. And to be fair, I do enjoy the Armanis gameplay. I think it is pretty fun. But I think overall, Berseria was just the better game. I enjoy the story so much more. The characters, like, a whole lot more. I just think that, some of the things are definitely bad. But overall, I would say it's more enjoyable. I never noticed that with Symphonia, but I might just played too much. That's true. Or maybe just had a better understanding of how it worked than I do. To be fair, I know a lot of people just pretty much have like 2 controllers plugged in, or play Lloyd and then swap to Sheena, and then use the combo and then swap to Lloyd, and then swap to Sheena, and then swap to Lloyd, and then swap to Sheena, and they just infinite chain. I feel like that's even in like the speedruns. And I'm A-okay with cheese strats as long as it's not like mandatory. And I feel like that's mandatory with a lot of the bosses.
I outspace his outspacing.
I like Zestria's combat a bit better, just because you do sometimes have to think of dodge and whatnot. A bit better than Berserk's mean. To be fair, I think At least I didn't really play Velvet, to be fair. But I think they were honestly very, very similar. I think the main thing that Zestria did better, in my opinion, is that a lot of the moves that were instant and stuff didn't just have a huge hitbox or insane damage. Like, say, the Nay, or like some of the Flame Breath. Like, I feel like in Berseria, they use Nay. It is a full screen-wide shield break everything. And in Zestria, it feels like it literally does nothing. But then you have moves in Zestria like Shadow Eye or Royal Majesty, and those are worse than anything I've ever played in Berseria. With Velvet, I turned my brain off, and when there was difficulty, I usually came down to RNG with the soul system. Yeah, that's another reason why those moves suck though, like Nay, is because it would stun you. So it shield breaks, does a ton of damage to your entire team, and steals a soul from all of your people. And then you can never build it back up. And then you're doing really pathetic, just 2-hit strings that you can't do anything with. And then you get mad. Hence the RNG. Man, I think I had a struggle type in that. Yeah, Nay was an example of harder Berseria combat, but there wasn't any real counterplay to it. To be fair, yeah, that's what I don't like about it. It's like, it's basically just, it is stun you, take a soul. That's it. But I liked a lot of the iframe bullcrap you could do though, like a lot of the characters.
Play well? Disgusting.
The dragons with that. Yeah, but I mean, if you've watched any of this Zestria, haven't you seen how boring all of the boss fights are? Like, it's do absolutely nothing, or be an Armatus and do absolutely nothing. Super slow, super boring, super repetitive. And it's just like, that's all Zestria's really been. It's like, again, that's why I feel like they decided to go with Auri's kind of system later. So like, wow, Zestria and Berseria, it's like, their dodging system was like, it was more like there than the other games. But it's like, it just was so boring. And so with Aurus, they made it like very like fast-paced and a fun like counter system. And I feel like that did make it better. Like, I loved how the game felt in Aurus. I think the only thing that was annoying was, again, some of the bosses took getting used to because of, say, Zero Stagger. And just that like the healing arts required the special stuff because then it's like you're scared to use it, but it's also like buffs were there, but then you just didn't have items, so it felt like very, very limiting. And obviously getting swarmed by enemies was pretty awful in Aurus. But overall, it's like that gameplay was so much fun. It's like we were watching like a clip from Aurus saying it's like the graphics are so clean. I need to get the Beyond the Dawn DLC and just do a new playthrough. I probably will just play Alphen again, but I don't know, maybe I'll try another character. I feel like I want to play Xion. I just have a feeling if I play Xion, my team's going to get absolutely slaughtered. And I know from when Jared was playing LoL a lot of the time that Alphen is like Velvet, where you just can't have them on the team unless you're the one playing them, because their health management is actually awful. I like the humans or humanoid boss fights better in Zestria, but the generic giant monster are pretty much just as bad. Yeah. I think personally, it's really, you want to feel like you're accomplishing something in those games, right? And in Zestria, it just never feels like you are unless you finally hit a stagger and you're doing damage, you can actually Mystic Art. But a lot of the like dragons and bigger things, like, no, actually, you're never going to be able to Mystic Art. You can't even do Armatus combos because you get staggered and die. It's really bad. And then in Berseria, it's like, it's really cool when you're just keeping up the soul gauge and being able to use like Magic Absorber or the Claw or anything. But it's like, with just often as you get that, you just get the super stale, boring gameplay of you're just stuck at 2 souls for an entire fight and it's not fun at all. Yeah. After Zilla, I might give Arise another chance. I haven't played it in like 5 years since it came out. I didn't care for it back then. I think it's really fun. Like, genuine. I think it is a harder game. But again, you've played Symphonia, so you kind of understand like just difficulty. Like, it requires a lot of, you actually need to know what you're doing, unlike Zestria and Rosaria. Like, it requires, like, concentration and actually paying attention. But it's super fun. I just think the early game, like, the first, like, Fire Lord area is really tough. I put Arise on normal difficulty, so it wasn't really a problem, at least the main story. I don't know what we played on. It's possible we just played on normal, but I feel like we didn't. We probably played on a moderate. But, I don't know. To be fair, the only parts of the main story that I remember being bad were some of the lords until we got used to how the combat worked. And just level grinding in the slime cave. But besides that, it was just really the post game that was awful. Like, the entire, like, special dungeon was really tough. And the boss rush. Those were, like, the difficult things. But yeah, I really do want to replay it. But like I said, with the Beyond the Dawn DLC. But I don't know. Like I said, we have some other games in mind first. But I think after we're done, like, these, like, 4 games that I think we have lined up, then I think we're just going to go for a Tales game. And it's going to be a matter of just pricing and what we want to play. Because it might be Vesperia, it might be Arise, or it might be Graces or Zilla. But there were so many things I didn't really like. Enemies didn't drop gold. Dungeons were somehow worse than Berseria. The final dungeon is maybe the worst in the series. To be fair, I don't know. I found, like, the dungeons to be kind of nice. But to be fair, I'm a big fan of, like, mostly linear dungeons with just, like, side rooms for a chest or a fight. So I was, like, okay with it. I feel like it was never, like, super confusing, even the final dungeons. It was just, like, very simple to do. Do you remember the final dungeon at all? That's the one where it's, like, you're basically, like, in, like, space, right? And it's just, like, a bunch of, like, giant spirals and stuff. None of them are confusing, no puzzles or anything. Yeah, see, but I feel like I didn't really mind that. Just walking through hallways filled with enemies and dungeons that never ever end. Yeah, I don't know. I think the only time I got annoyed at, like, the dungeons being like that was when they would just put the... It's like when you were on the moon area and there was just the scorpions that were, like, 3. Like, 3 of them, they were hard to avoid. So it's like basically run forward, fight the scorpion, which takes like 3 minutes, and then go past to fight another scorpion, which takes like 3 minutes, and then go forward again to fight another scorpion, takes 3 minutes. And like any time you had to pass through that area, you had to fight the 3 scorpions. To be fair, I probably could have, like, ran or done something to avoid them. I probably just chose to fight them. But yeah. I don't know. I didn't mind the puzzles. Like, not really being there. I feel like I just liked a lot of how the dungeons looked. And just, like, the fighting was so good and it just looked, like, clean. It was fine. They would drain your CP for those mandatory map areas, but they made it orange. It was like 3 to go. Yeah, like I said, that was, like, genuinely terrible. Especially, and I mean especially, like I said, in the first area, like the whole fire area, because you pretty much just, you're not allowed to use any healing whatsoever. To be fair, I feel like it's one of those things where, at least with me and Jared, we probably were just really bad at doing money stuff. Like, maybe there was something you got, like, as drops or something you could have done for money early on to, like, have it, and it wouldn't have been a problem. And it was just, it wasn't as simple as I'm used to, and so I just didn't do it. But I feel like it wasn't like that. I just remember it being tough. But to be fair, we made it through, right? I just feel like it's one of those things where I feel like it makes it more fun when you don't have to worry about resources a lot of the time. But I don't know. I don't really remember it being really that bad. But again, it has been a while since we played it. So, I know. It's a recurrent problem for a lot of people. I think what happened was the game was developed during COVID. It ended up super rushed by release. I think it probably was just they didn't get a lot of play testing. Like, that's kind of how I feel about it. Because I feel like a lot of the stuff was pretty fleshed out. And they kind of, like, did what they were going for. I think it's just, from a lot of the gameplay. They just didn't have enough people actually being able to like test it. But like surprisingly, there's not, at least from my perspective, I didn't run into like any like bugs or anything like that. And I feel like a lot of the stuff, like the overall gameplay was like there. I just think there was a lot of things that were overlooked. Like they just didn't, again, go through like an actual playthrough of it and be like, wow, this first area is kind of difficult. Because like you just don't have anything. And it's like, again, it feels like one of those things like they basically set up for a demo when they playtest. Like it's like, oh, how bad will the Fire Lord be if you have, like, we'll just give him like 5 apple gels, 2 revives, you know, like basically a kit. But it's like the average person won't have that. You know, it's like the only reason they would have those 5 is if like they didn't do anything. Didn't they do the first Lord Ballsack or something? Oh yeah, it was Ballsack, wasn't it? It was like, it was something weird. I remember that though. It wasn't spelled like that though, if you'd believe it, but
That's weird.
it was like Volsack or something like that, right?
Balsef.
Balsef. Something like that at least.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I really want to play it again because I'm just so much better at games than I was then. Probably. So I'm like masters in Overwatch now, so I'm sure that transfers.
So that makes you better than Rise.
Plus, to be fair, we didn't play ZZZ, and ZZZ is I'd watch it, yeah. Like I said, I think we have like 4 or 5 games that we have like in line of what we want to play next that we already have like bought. But then honestly, I'm completely down to get another Tales game. Like I said, I might even buy one on the sale now, or I might just potentially wait for another sale. Because I think the only, like, there's Final Fantasy 15, World of Final Fantasy Maxima, and Nier Automata, and Nier Replicant. Those are 4 games I'm just waiting to go in like a 70% sale. Like anything above the 60. And then I'm going to buy. And we'll do that. But besides that, I'm just going to buy Tales games. Because even if it's replaying Vesperia, it's the cheapest, I'd be fine. But I feel like, again, when these games are on sale, I feel like they're only like 20, 30 bucks. And I feel like that's not too bad. I feel like we'll definitely get our mileage out of them. But I want to feel like I don't have to rush. You know, because like we're not trying to get to other games or anything. Just basically, this is the game we're playing. So. Plus, I think we need a break from all the research and grinding of Tales games. To play just some fun, shorter games. But, yeah. I really do want to get to some of these other ones. And, you know, maybe even buy the Tales of Abyss or whatever it was. Like, remake that's coming out. Well, not really remake, but fairly different remaster thing. You know, maybe get the Berseria remaster, right? Maybe go for all achievements? Eternia, that's what it is. I don't know, maybe we'll go for it. I don't know. Anyway, though, I am going to end because I need to run to the bathroom and I'm hungry. But yeah, Berseria remaster. It's not even that expensive. I'm pretty sure it was like 40 bucks a release, or maybe it was only like 20. I forget. But we'll see. Good stream, yeah. Honestly, Brawl was pretty bad. Yeah. New character, though, honestly, I'm enjoying it. I think it's been, honestly, one of the better characters they've released. Like, I can actually enjoy this character. When I feel like...
It feels like they kind of put some thought into the SIGs, despite the character itself being very basic.
I feel like even the SIGs are, like, super basic, but they're at least, like, fun to use.
I feel like some of the SIGs are basic. The chakram ones.
I just don't... I feel like they're fun. When I feel like a lot of the characters, like Rupture and even, like, Vera and stuff, are just bad. I'm not a fan. Like, at all. I just feel like they're just... big coverage. Woo! Crazy. When I feel like this one is like, it kind of feels like it would require some skill. I just feel like some of the parts are kind of bad. But overall, I think it's fun. But yeah. Anyway, like I said, I gotta go to the bathroom. And we gotta make food. Probably some exercise, if I'm feeling it. But yeah, tomorrow Overwatch Weekly's reset, so we'll probably be playing a good bit of that. But I'm setting a time, Zestria time, because we need to make progress, and I want to make progress, and I don't want to play 7 hours of Overwatch. So I don't know how I'm gonna stop myself, but we're gonna stop myself. And then yeah. But I definitely need to look at the sales too. I might just have to buy one. It's Yeah. One question voice in the crowd though. If it were to be one of the games, would you rather it be Graces or Zilla? Because I feel like I'd be leaning towards one of those over Vesperia and Arise for now. But if I were to get one of those, which one would be better? I can recommend Zilla more. Okay. Well, if we do get it, then that would be the one I think I go for first. But if I bought all of them, it'd be like $80, something like that. But Graces might be funnier to watch. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. But like I said, I'm out of here, and we have like a couple games lined up. But honestly, I have a feeling we're gonna beat all 4 of those games faster than we were gonna do this, like Zestria. No joke. I feel like all 4 of those games combined is probably like 80 hours, even get achievements. I could be wrong, but or alternatively, I might learn something. Yeah, probably so. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, I'm out of here. Like, follow, obey, ribbit, description, vids, VODs, clips, all that good stuff. Good stream. Peace.